England have beaten Costa Rica in the last warm-up friendly for the World Cup 2-0 at Elland Road. Rashford's goal is a thing of actually brilliance. Why does he not do this more for Man United? His coach. Being overcoached at Man United, there's too much overcoaching at club level. That's why I don't watch the Premier League really. I don't really watch I mean, I'm glad the match of the day had the highlights, because to watch a full game of the Premier League, I'd rather gouge my eyes out. I've been to a few Premier League games in my time, and I tell you, I was not impressed. The quality level is going down season on season. But Rashford, very, very good goal. Welbeck, just in the right area at the right time in the second half in the box, as a poacher should be. He doesn't score many goals outside the box. In fact, doesn't score many goals anymore. But Welbeck in the right place at the right time. Another crucial goal. Played better all round. Still room for improvement. I think in attack, there's still stop-start. Just go for it. I'd rather see them go for it, make an error in attack, rather than be slow and plodding and predictable. Because if they do that against Panama and Tunisia and Belgium, they will be made to look silly. It's a fear I've got. Apart from that, they look more positive, they have more energy, they have more pace about them, but still not quite the finished product. They haven't peaked yet, which is a good sign. There is still room for improvement. You can see there is room and scope in their passing. I don't mind if a team passes backwards, as long as it's done quickly, crisply, and the player has always got his head up. When you stop and look around, that's different to already having your head up. Okay, you've seen a head, you've called for the ball, deliberately knowing you have that player ahead rather than stop and then look up. If you look up before and then call for the ball, you already know you've got a teammate in space. That's why that Argentina goal in 2006 against Serbia and Montenegro was brilliant, because every player basically was moving as well. And even if the pass went backwards, you saw the player who was calling for the pass already had his head up, looked, and then asked for the pass. And then he knew that his teammate was in space because the movement had been made. England at the moment, a bit stop, not enough movement up front at times. They have the pace to rip defences to pieces and move them around. Maybe not the experience, but they have the pace. Butland, decent in goal. A couple of decent saves. But Rashford's goal, I think, is one of the highlight reels. It's the way he creates the space. Doesn't do that enough at Man United. The issue is, I do think, as I say, in attack, the players are slightly overcoached. And that's a club level problem and international level problem. That needs to be addressed. Apart from that, I think there's scope for this group of players, not just for this tournament, but the Euros in 2 years' time, if they qualify and if they're all still being selected, to grow. Southgate's job is to progress the team, not regress the team. If they can get past the second round and win a knockout game, get the quarterfinal, and maybe even win that, I would be happy. If I'm saying this side is developing, if they can get out the group, win a knockout game, if they can win 2 knockout games and get to a semi-final at least, and a third, fourth place playoff, I would be more happy with that than anything, because I know then the side is making progress. Sadly, for the last 4 tournaments, we haven't been making progress. We have been slowly regressing. We need that to change. I'm still not 100% sold on Southgate as the best man for the England job, but tonight's performance, more promising than some of the qualifiers we played, where it was 1-0 wins, and some of them were won by penalties, and I was like, this is actually not good enough. Costa Rica had a game plan, and with that bit of pace, that was causing Costa Rica problems. There were issues there for Costa Rica because of pace and movement. But anyway, we'll leave that there. So England have won 2 on the bounce, which is good. 2 friendlies. They go into the World Cup now knowing, a lot of the players have run out. Apart from, I think, Nick Pope. I think it's the only one who hasn't actually had any game time, which is worrying because Butland's been injury prone and Pickford occasionally has a moronic game where he's useless. Nick Pope's been on form this season. I'm surprised Southgate hasn't given him a run in the side. But it is what it is. I'm going to leave that as it is. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Place your comments below. If you watched the game, how do you feel? If you watched any other friendlies, I'd be nice to hear what happened in other friendlies tonight. Again, most of them are subscription TV, and you have to pay a fortune to go, be able to watch them. And I'm very critical of subscription TV, and I think with the Amazon deal and how poor that was, I think we are seeing the bubble burst eventually. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, place your comments below, and I'll have some more videos. See you soon.